Well, there we go. Drop done on the Isle of Lewis. Took a while to do, but we are done. Thank you very much to Angus and Tariq. They were an awesome pair, really nice guys, and reinforces the fact that Islanders are some of the nicest people I know. I've never ever come across an Islander who isn't a lovely person, and those two just epitomise it. Lovely guys, great sense of humour, cracked on with the job. Yeah, it's good. So, what's next? Back to Stornoway now, and then we'll go on the ferry again, back over to Ullapool, and then from Ullapool we're heading to Inverness for a pickup, and then I'll be heading down to Glasgow from there. So yeah, it's been very changeable today, from this glorious sunshine and rainbows through to what can only be described as horrendously stormy, with sleet and rain and snow and goodness knows what else, and it's just rolling in off the Atlantic. It's quite impressive to watch, actually. But all in all, it's been really good, actually. I have absolutely loved this journey. I know I'm only halfway through, but oh, it's been beautiful. Such a lucky lad. So, although chilly, God, it's cold. But then what do you expect? We're in the Northern Hemisphere. Anyway. Woo! Okay. I'm getting blown around a bit here. Yeah, get blown around a lot. This is going to be fun. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting on the way home. Oh, those are the standing stones. You can't quite see them, but to my right, I've just gone past the standing stones. Yeah. Oh. If only I could get a run like this every day. There's more standing stones over there. Incredible. You can just see the shadow of the mountains in the background over there. It's just something else. Right. Coffee. Still hot coffee. Yes. From this morning, which was about 7:30 I made that, and it's now what, 20 to 12. These flasks, it's a Hydratum 8, and they are brilliant. Keep everything hot. It's like a thermos flask, but it's got a drinking top, so you can actually drink straight from it. It's great. Brilliant for days like today. Oh, it's just devastatingly beautiful up here. And I was trying to work out what it was earlier that was sort of slightly throwing me off, and I've come to the conclusion it's that where I overnighted, and then when I drove out of there were no trees, none, zip, nothing above grass height. There's a few more trees over this side, but yeah. Something else. Whole area. Do you know what? I just want to enjoy the views. Oh, bumpy roads. Bumpy roads, high winds, moorlands. Oh yes. Look at this. Just spectacular. Oh! Look. A big bump there. I can't decide if those hills over there, those mountains, are Sky, or they're part of Lewis and Harris. Don't know. Really don't know. Need to look it up later. Might look it up on the boat. God, I feel like a lucky lad. And look, no traffic. That's the other thing. Zip all traffic. It's great. Yes, please. There's some trees here. Woo! We found some trees on the Isle of Lewis. Oh dear. Right. I'm going to head on. I'll catch up with you lot in a bit. Right, now that little palaver's dealt with. Oh.
I'm just making you wait.
Some of us are working here. Very frustrating. I'm now stuck behind that stupid tanker. Joy of joys. Well, I have to say, Isle of Lewis, that was stunning. I hope you've enjoyed the photos and the footage so far. Now it's time for us to head back down through the Highlands, head over to Inverness. I believe it's an 8 AM tomorrow morning collection, so we'll get in there, get that collected, and then we'll be heading down south even further. So yeah, we should be good. Should be really good. Right, onwards. My trip to the Isle of Lewis has been one of the most fun, enchanting, bewildering experiences. I've struggled a little bit to talk to you guys because I'm so overwhelmed by the natural beauty I'm surrounded by, and I just want to look at everything as I'm driving down the road. And right now, obviously, coming down through from the ferry, having made my delivery, I'm heading to Inverness, and just coming down, there's snow on the mountains, and the road's clear, and it's just phenomenal. I stopped for 5 minutes just to let the cars get out of the way and what have you, everybody else that was coming off the ferry. And I think it's done me the world of good, because now I've got a clear road. A few cars coming towards me, but I don't want that. Whilst I was on Lewis, I got a chance to pop into the smokehouse. Now, right next to the ferry terminal is a beautifully rustic shed, is the only way to describe it, and it's the smokehouse, and basically Stornoway Smokehouse does all sorts of smoked fish and what have you, and I really like smoked fish. I know that sounds probably a bit silly, but it's just a thing for me. I really enjoy it. So yeah, I've picked up a few bits and pieces, hopefully for later on in the week, to have some smoked, some proper smoked salmon. And it's all smoked on site, that's the other thing. Everything's done there. It's like a family-owned business. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, so that was fun. And just driving around the island, I was staggered by the barren ruggedness, just the place, just the scenery that I'm seeing, the whole shebang. I mean, just mind-blowing, absolutely stunning, properly gorgeous, and lack of traffic up there. Oh, it's just heaven. So I'm sure in the summer it's a very different experience, but for me in the winter, yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Good morning. Wow, it is still morning technically. How do I put this? So this morning has been a bit of a disaster, unfortunately. We're Wednesday morning and I am headed, well, I was supposed to be picking up a load from a factory just outside Inverness Airport. And for whatever reason, we were told that they get a reference number to us and all this kind of stuff. And I was just to hold on. That was yesterday afternoon, and then last night we still hadn't got a reference number. Very frustrated by this point. That is the factory we're supposed to be collecting from, right in front of us right now. This morning came, emails have been sent, phone calls have been made, still no reference number, no reference number. Then finally they turned around at 9:30 or 9:45 and said, oh sorry, we haven't got a load for you today. Very frustrating. Having been promised a load down from here, it's now a bit late in the day for me to be trying to find another load to get from here south. So net result of it is yours truly going to be running empty down to Glasgow. I cannot begin to tell you how frustrated I am by this. I've been sat around, obviously my body clock wakes me up at around about 5 AM. So I've been sat around for 5 hours waiting to get going, only to discover that actually no point because I'm not getting going. Anyway, that's Inverness Airport. Last night it snowed in the area, although where I was parked up didn't get any snow, funnily enough. But everywhere else seems to have got snow. There's lots of cars coming in this morning with snow all over them. So hopefully we might get some Winter Wonderland footage for you today. So right now we're going to head back towards Inverness on the A9, or 96 I should say, which will then allow me to get down to Glasgow via Perth. So we'll do that run south and then collect a load out of Glasgow, and I suspect that'll be for Manchester. So onwards. Yeah, can't tell you how frustrated I am. Can't do anything about it. Not going to try and do anything about it. Just got it. Knuckle down, foot down. Can't try and recover some time. No guarantees on that though, obviously. But we'll see. If the traffic plays, the traffic plays. get out on this roundabout. Here we go. So, all in all, bit of a frustrating Wednesday morning. Due high winds later as well, so I was hoping for a load in the trailer, but can't be helped. Ha! It has enabled me to put together some of the footage from the last couple of days, and I hope you've enjoyed that. This morning's been productive in that respect. It was a bit annoying because I couldn't really go for a walk due to A, the weather conditions. The ground is absolutely saturated, as you can probably see by the rivers running down either side of the road. That's the first thing. And the second thing being that as soon as the reference number would have come through, it would have been a 2-minute run round the corner, get loaded up. Or I say 5 minutes. The factory's just going past. We're just going past the factory on the right. So, and as you can probably hear, there's quite a bit of wind noise. That's because it is very windy today. But c'est la vie. Get spun around, get down the road, get sorted out. So yes, A9. Haven't done this road for a while. That's okay. We'll sort it. We'll sort it. Kind of regretting now not stopping in the hills last night. That would have been nice. I could have gone for a walk this morning. That'll teach me. Anyway. Ta-da-da! Let's get going. As you know, we're on the A9 and I'm currently firing my way through the Cairngorms, and it has to be said, this is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. It's been sunny at one stage and now it's gone back to being grey and overcast, and it looks like there might be a bit more snow to come actually, but I have a special place in my heart for the Cairngorm Mountains, and I think I wanted to talk about this a little bit. Let's get rid of those. So I went to school up near here, up in a place called Elgin. One of my fondest, happiest times was when a guy I was at school with, a guy called James, and I came down on a school ski trip to the Cairngorms. We only came down for the day, and it was a magical day. We had snowfall the night before, glorious deep powder everywhere, and the day was just sunny and hot and balmy, and you just couldn't ask for a better day in the mountains. I'm one of these people that my schooling wasn't overly the happiest time in my life. I struggled at school because I'm not very academic. However, there are outdoor stuff that I could do, and getting into the hills and the mountains was one of them. And I found, I think it's probably where I fell in love with the mountains, was when I was at that school. And it was, my fondest memories are from up in the slopes, and this is the area, Cairngorms. And to come through here now, and I haven't been this way in a long time, and to come through here now is just magical. It's bringing back all sorts of amazing memories. Although I never remember the road being this good. I always remember the road being a lot tougher, a lot more wiggly, and a lot more, a lot slower to drive along. However, that aside, I am a very lucky boy. There's a certain, when you plough the motorways down in England all the time, and the roads down there, yes, there are beautiful areas, but there is nothing quite like this. Absolutely nothing. It's pure magic. We just dropped below the snow line, and it is, the snow line is quite funny actually. It does look like somebody has just gone, nope, that's enough, stop there, and they've literally stopped halfway through putting the snow down. Because there's no snow where we are right now, but on the hills it's all there, and where we were a little bit earlier as we're coming through, it was all there. So yeah, pretty amazing really. And now, yes, more dual carriageway, that's a good sign. It means we can crack on a bit more. After this morning's frustration, this is probably as good a tonic as you could ask for. It's just perfect. 3 years I was at school up here, or 2 and a bit years I should say, and yeah, it's very funny coming up now and seeing it. There's some wind damage about. God, there's some trees on the ground. Wow. Wow. You can tell they've not been felled because the root balls are in the air. Incredible. These pine forests, very quintessentially Scottish, but also slightly beautiful. Sort of, Scots pine is gorgeous. I know some of this is Norwegian pine, and there's Scots pine mixed in with it. It's quite something. Nice, long, tall, straight trunks. Just the greenery on the top. God, he's throwing up some spray. So you can just see the hints of snow just at the bottom. One of the things that I think I love about snow more than anything else is the peace, the quiet. When you're walking in snow areas, apart from maybe a bit of a wind noise, but not too much wind noise, generally on the whole, snow is like the best sound absorption you can get. It's great. Yeah, deep snow, pretty awesome. We're 3 hours down the road now, and as you can see, the weather has changed. In the time we've come out through the mountains, we've left sunshine and nice skies to this crap. We're just coming off now, a couple of miles away from where we're collecting from. Yeah, no two ways about it. This is horrendous conditions. Got high winds, we've got driving rain. Yeah, it's not fun at all. However, we've made it through. Now it's just a case of get round to the factory, collect the, I believe it's a load of pallets we're picking up. So we'll go and get those, and then we'll get on down the road. They're going to Ellesmere Port, which is obviously one of our base of operations. So we'll get down there with them. I think we should get most of the way down tonight. We'll see once I've collected. We'll see what time frame we're at, and we'll go from there.